The Hangout is on air. Hi, mommies. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm Lauren, and we'll do a quick introduction. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Lauren Hauser. I've got two little boys, Nathan and Shane, and they are 4 and 7 now, and it's very quiet in here because this is usually not the case, but they're at school right now.
I'm Miley. I have one boy, his name's Jordan, and he's 17 months. I'm a full-time mortgage underwriter, and I work from home. And
I'm Whitney. I have 3 little boys, 5 and under, Mason, Owen, and Dylan, and I stay at home with them. And I also work part-time accounting 1 day a week.
Hi guys, I'm Ryan. I have 2 children, also a boy and a girl, almost 5 and 6.5, and I have a part-time job that I work out of my house, and I also do AdvoCare more and more. Yeah.
And I just realized we have a ton of boys amongst all of us. So.
I'm the only girl.
Yes, and she's kind of a tomboy too because she gets to hang out with all of our kids. And so that's why we kind of wanted to invite you into my family room today and share a little bit, mom to mom with some of my really good mom friends. That was the best part, is we were friends before AdvoCare. So that's the best part, is you get to do life with your friends and share something really positive together. So thank you guys for coming. We're just kind of going to tell you a little bit about AdvoCare as a whole, from our products all the way to our business side. Most of us got started just on some products, and what it's kind of evolved into is something we really love sharing with people. So that's what we're going to do today. We're just going to try and keep this under a half hour, and I know some of you might be watching this from your desk at work. Others might be home while your kids are at school. Some of you, this is gonna record so you can watch it later. We want this to be for every mom and not think that this is just for stay-at-home moms. Like you heard, they work. We have lots of moms on our team of all different spectrums, ones that have older children, ones that have newborn babies, ones that stay at home, ones that work full-time, ones that work from home. So we just want this to be geared towards all of you because we know AdvoCare can help on so many different levels. So let's start there, and maybe Ryan kind of share how you can kind of get involved with AdvoCare.
Yeah, we kind of call this our AdvoCare menu, if you will. So keep these in mind as we're talking. There's several ways to be involved with AdvoCare. One is as a retail customer, and that just simply means that you're buying from the person who introduced you to AdvoCare. You're paying full retail price. You can only buy our products through a person. So go to the person that brought you and go get your Spark or your M&S or whatever it is that you like, and you go to that person. But we always say we don't like to let our friends pay full price for these awesome products. So that number 2 is a distributor, and don't let that scare you. We don't do auto ships or monthly minimums or anything like that. All being a distributor means is that you pay $59, they just actually reduced the price, and you get all these awesome variety pack of goodies. You get to try different flavors of Rehydrate, our electrolyte replacement drink. Spark, our vitamin and energy awesome mommy juice that we all drink, and our meal replacement shakes. And you also get this cool blender bottle. All of this pretty much, it's kind of a wash in terms of the cost because you actually get products, but you also get a 20% discount and access to your very own microsite. So right off the bat, you're saving money. Let's say you were to buy a challenge, you're already saving $40 pretty much right there. So keep that in mind as we're talking about this. It's a good deal. You also get some marketing materials, and should you decide to share AdvoCare with other people, then you would actually make that 20% commission. So that's kind of where you get into the number 2, 3. Number 3 we call kind of a hobby distributor. Maybe you finish your challenge and you decide to post your results on Facebook, and all your friends and family want to do a challenge with you, or they want Spark. That's somebody that just kind of shares, and you can grow that discount level from 20 to all the way up to 40%. So if you want to do this as a business, that number 4 is where you want to be. That's our advisor level, 40% discount, 40% commission, and that also opens up every way that you can possibly get paid through AdvoCare, incentive trips, overrides, all that, fun stuff. And, if you do want to do this as a business, that number 4 is definitely where you want to get.
Yeah. And then we always joke, thank you, Ryan, that number 5, we don't write it on there, but that is, you don't have to do anything. I love that about AdvoCare is we respect people at all levels of their involvement with it. And if you're not interested, it's totally okay. We just hope that you speak highly of it and maybe send them to one of your mom friends that are doing AdvoCare and say, hey, you know what, I have a friend that does AdvoCare and I think it'd be a great fit for you. So thanks for sharing that. And that's a really good point. So AdvoCare has some of the best nutritional products in the world. That is what our founder wanted to put out into the marketplace. We are going on 24 years in business as a company now, and I don't think any of us had even heard of AdvoCare. Well, you did. Miley will share her story in a little bit because Miley actually has known about AdvoCare for a while, but I did not know about it 4 years ago. And when we started to learn more about it, we learned that, yes, their products are amazing, and yes, this company is 24 years old, but the founder of the company also wanted to provide a way for ordinary people. We are extremely ordinary. See, I didn't even shower today after the gym. And if I'm going like this, it's because my neck is like all messed up. So I apologize. But we are very ordinary, but he wanted to give us the chance to be the face of these products and be out there sharing them and possibly have, you know, an amazing business opportunity in our hands. And we did not look at it that way when we first got started. And we'll share each of our stories with you of how this has progressed. But we will cover that end of it too alongside our products. But in doing our research on the company, so I was all in, I didn't care, I just needed something to lose weight, and I had seen a friend's Instagram results and jumped on a 24-day challenge. My husband, on the other hand, he was pretty skeptical and wanted to kind of learn about the background and science of all of our products. Well, lucky for him, after doing research, and I don't know if you guys can see this, but you can see this on our website. I feel like Vanna White. I'm like, woo! But, you know, these are our science SciMed board. We have our own scientists and physicians that formulate back, use our products, and they're not just any old scientists and doctors. We have some people that are in the top of their field that are behind AdvoCare products. One that we like to highlight and might resonate with a lot of you, we won't go into all of them, but is Dr. Stanley Dudrick. So he actually was the inventor of TPN and intravenous feeding. So his whole philosophy is that there are so many people in the world that can't get in their nutrition just through food alone, or some can't eat. If you've ever had someone in the hospital or a baby in the NICU, I know that hits home with a lot of people. He actually is the one who found a way to get vitamins, nutrients into your system without being able to eat, because he saw in the medical field when he was a doctor that so many people were suffering through malnourishment and dehydration, and that was a leading cause of death in hospitals. So his invention alone has actually saved over 10 million babies' lives in just the US alone because of his medical contribution. He was just voted this past year in the top 50 physicians in the world for his contribution with TPN. So he is someone behind our products. That alone gave us so much comfort because he believes so much in finding ways to get great quality nutrition into your body if you are unable to eat. We are able to eat, but sometimes that means we can't get proper, that doesn't necessarily mean we hit all our nutrition goals throughout the day. And that's why supplementation is so important. So we're gonna go over some of our products with you in a second. We also have some of the top athletes using our products. This is like our quarterback club right here. Sorry to cover your face there, Miley. And that was really cool to see too. You might start to see AdvoCare all over the place now, especially, I mean, this weekend I have the USC Alabama AdvoCare bowl game. It's going to be really fun to watch. You're going to see it all on the sidelines, all the commercials. We just became the sports nutrition partner of Major League Soccer. We love Rehydrate. It's our electrolyte replacement drink that has no fake dyes, no sugar. Our kids love it. So if you guys have kids that play sports, it's such a great alternative for them.
And when they're sick, instead of Pedialyte or something like that, you can use that for them too.
Yeah, absolutely. You can make little popsicles out of them. So like during the summer when they're out running around, they can have the Rehydrate pops, and you can just know that you're giving them something great. My kids ask for it.
That was amazing, yeah.
It's awesome. They ask for our Spark too, but we don't want to give our kids any caffeinated products.
18 and over for the Spark.
Yes. But you know, it's just really neat to see such national exposure to who's out there using our products. We, so just so you know, supplementation is not regulated through the FDA because it's herbal, but AdvoCare goes through an extensive third-party testing called Informed Choice. So you'll see these little check marks on most of our boxes and products, and that just means we test for over 220 banned substances, and that's why you see guys like Drew Brees and Jason Witten using our products. Not only do they work, but that they know that they're safe and that they're effective, and their careers are not going to be on the line. So we always say, if it's good enough for these guys, it's absolutely good enough for us. And if professional athletes are using it and we have access to it, that's pretty incredible too. So that being said, we are not professional athletes. We're just moms.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah. Ryan is a gazelle. This one might be a professional athlete after using some of her products. She'll share her story in a little bit, but what we all got started on was a 24-day challenge. AdvoCare has over 140 products, but this is kind of like our staple, our stepping stone, teaches you about our lifestyle. So we'll get started there. Maybe, Whit, you want to kind of start about like how we eat while we're on a 24-day challenge?
Sure. So the 24-day challenge is a food-based diet. It's not like a juice cleanse or anything like that. You get to eat real food. You're going to have 5 to 6 meals a day. So you're gonna have breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, and then you can have an optional snack after dinner. And then we focus on just clean eating. So lean meats, chicken, ground turkey, fish, lots of veggies, fruit. You can have complex carbs, so like brown rice, quinoa,
Sweet potatoes.
sweet potatoes, yeah. And then we like to stay away from like processed foods, anything that's not clean. We like to say, if you see a jar in the grocery store, if it has more than like six ingredients, it's probably not clean. Or if there's something you can't pronounce, then it's probably not clean. No alcohol, no coffee. We say no coffee because it's really acidic, and so we're trying to cleanse our body. So the acidity kind of messes with that when we're trying to cleanse it. And then no dairy, because it's kind of hard on our stomach. It's hard to digest and it's bloating.
And then maybe share like when you got started, because like sometimes people hear clean eating, and I know Ryan was like, does that mean
like boiled chicken and asparagus for every single meal? And it sounds disgusting, right?
I mean, when I started, I didn't know what clean eating was. I thought I knew, but I thought like
tuna helper
rice
is
and
not
clean.
organic mac and cheese?
Yeah,
yes.
just like white rice. I thought anything like that was clean, and I had no clue. And then I remember Ryan was like making a list for me, and she put down EVOO, and I didn't know that that was extra virgin olive oil. She's like, well, buy it in a spray. I'm like, what is that? So I made Ryan come with me to Trader Joe's.
We went on a field trip.
Yeah.
I mean, this is my neighbor. We're real people. We're real moms. We literally went to the grocery store as an outing, and I was like, okay, this is healthy. This is not, and it just to add to that, like a general good rule of thumb is if you're in a normal grocery store, shop the perimeter, because that's where you're going to find your lean meat, your produce, and all those things in the middle of those aisles can be there for months. Why? Because they're all processed and full of junk. So try to stay out of that section. So.
And how has it made it, like, has it made your life easier? Do your kids enjoy some of the things
so
you make?
I was actually surprised that it was actually easy. Like, I can pop chicken in the crock pot, throw some salsa over it, and then just walk away, and it'll be done. And there's not much prep involved.
So for a busy mom of 3
it's
boys
for
under
busy
5.
moms. Yeah.
Well, and that's a good point too, is that the way that you're learning to eat is not only sustainable for you throughout the rest of your life, but you're also, it's trickling down to your family. When your kids see you eating healthy foods, they want to eat them too. So, if you're making it, they're going to eat it.
Yeah.
And we try, like I know sometimes like kids are pretty picky, but in our house, I put whatever I made for dinner on the plate, and then I'll fill it up around it with like some carrot sticks and apple slices. And I always say, eat what you want, leave what you don't, and it gives them the choice. I don't force them, because with kids, if you force them to do something, they'll do the exact opposite. So it's at least introduce them to it. We would have never had things like quinoa in our house. I think I would have never pronounced it correctly either. But our kids eat it now. They just don't know otherwise. And of course, kids are kids. We don't if they go to a birthday party, of course they're gonna have pizza and treats. We're not holding them back from things like that, but they're learning such good life lessons. And I think our husbands, like my husband says I'm a way better cook now.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Josh goes and reheats all his, our leftovers, like soups and other things in the office, and he always gets compliments like, wow, that smells really good, or, that looks really awesome. And he's like, yeah, my wife's a great cook. I'm like, I threw it in my crock pot. But it's kind of cool to hear, and I agree. we will never go back to the way we used to eat because this tastes better, it's better for us, and it's just healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's beyond like the 24 days too. Like after the 24 days is up, we like to say an 80-20 lifestyle. So 80% of the time eat AdvoCare friendly stuff, and then 20% of the time you can indulge, have a mom's night out, drink a glass of wine. So you can still live a moderate lifestyle doing this.
Yeah, I think that's the perfect point. Is like a lot of things you feel deprived or you can't wait till it's over. This is just kickstarting the beginning of a healthy lifestyle, and you don't feel deprived because you bet we have our girls' nights and enjoy and have a great time, but we also hold each other accountable. On Monday, we're like, time to get back on track, and we support each other in that. And like if Ryan's doing a 24-day challenge or a 10-day cleanse and it's not lined up with my schedule of when I'm gonna do mine, I'm not being a pain and being like, we'll go out without Ryan and send selfies. But honestly, it's so nice to have a community of supportive moms that are keeping each other, doing something great together.
Well, and I think we're all almost on the same like cleanse schedule.
We do it on purpose.
We do it on purpose so that we don't miss out on anything fun. But.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you. That's perfect for sharing that. And then Miley, do you want to kind of like explain the product support you get during the clean eating and all of that for 24 days?
Sure. So during the 24-day challenge, there's 2 different phases. There's your cleansing phase, and you're going to take a probiotic and some herbal cleanse tablets, and then you'll be drinking your fiber drink, which is awesome for moms because most women don't get enough fiber in their diet. So this has half the fiber, and you take it first thing in the morning. So you're done with half the fiber before breakfast. Yeah. And then you're also taking a high-quality fish oil. This is great for your skin, hair, nails. For me, it also helps with like depression and like even kills my mood. And then like Whitney said, you're cutting out the coffee, which is hard for most moms, but you get to take an awesome Spark. And so this is like a high quality vitamin-packed energy drink. And when I say energy drink, it's not like Monster or anything. You have like sustained energy and focus. I know since I started switching from coffee to Spark, I've been able to double my work production, which means more money for me. So that's awesome.
Well, and can I just say real quick, because we're getting into fall, some places it's still not here, but you can actually, if you're into that ritual of, if you're into that
ritual. September hits and like my whole face is like,
I know, I'm lighting a candle.
It's 90 degrees.
We're pretending. We are pretending it's SoCal, okay? But if you are one of those ritual people, Spark is amazing hot, especially the green apple with a dash of cinnamon, or maybe the mandarin with a dash of cinnamon too. It's like a hot, delicious herbal tea, or the green apple actually tastes like hot apple cider. So just if you're a warm person and you're into that, you can do it hot too. Just as a side note.
Yeah. Okay. So the second phase, since you already cleansed your system, you got rid of the bad bacteria, you're replacing it with the good bacteria with your probiotic. Now you're going to get some high quality vitamins. So you're going to be taking an M&S vitamin pack, and it's really cool because it's a strip pack. It's got all your goodies in it, and it literally tells you exactly when to take it. It has a probiotic. It has CoQ10 that's good for your cardiovascular system. It's got your fish oils. It has something that helps you sustain like even blood sugars, and then it has a metabolism booster and just your high quality vitamins, right?
Core nutrition.
Yeah, all your core nutrition in one pack. And then although this is not a shake program, these are awesome for moms on the go because sometimes you have to run out the door to take your kids to school, so you miss breakfast. Well, this is a perfect option. It's got perfect carb to protein ratio, so 1-to-1, and it's easy on the go. You just throw it in your shaker, and then you're good to go for breakfast or lunch. Also, like if you're out to a restaurant and there's no healthy options, I always have one of those in my purse just in case. So it's definitely good
too.
And they taste delicious. Yeah, there's tons of different flavors. Yeah, I like the chocolate mocha. They're all really good. Yeah. And then our last one this is an add-on product, but I know I take this year round. I love it. It's the Catalyst. It helps preserve your lean muscle mass. So like when you're working out and losing weight, you tend to just pull from everywhere. This will help protect that and get you more toned, which is awesome. So this is great to even take after the challenge.
Well, and just like speaking of after the challenge too, a lot of people, you know, Whitney talked about, okay, you have the 80-20 lifestyle after you're done with the challenge, but what do you take after the challenge? Well, a lot of us stay kind of in the max phase year round. You know, staying with your MNS3. I know for me personally, if I don't take these vitamins, I crash in the afternoon. I mean, I need a nap at 3, I'm beat down. I don't feel that way when I'm on these. So staying on this is, you know, not only do you get your core nutrition, but you have all of those things that Miley just talked about, and you feel really, really good. So, you know, our coffee pot's dusty. I literally
in the garage.
Yeah,
right? Miley in the garage, but I mean, I do a spark in the morning and usually a spark in the afternoon, and stay on my MNS3 year round and along with our catalyst, and we feel really, really good.
Energy, I would say, is probably one of the biggest perks of the challenge. I mean,
what mom doesn't need energy?
yes, it's that 3 o'clock slump. I mean, I think everybody feels it. We're up so early with our kids, either getting them off to daycare, getting them off to school, or they just don't sleep, you know, and we need energy. So this just kind of makes it so you've got that extra pep throughout the day. It's awesome. And, you know, we talk about weight loss. This is not just geared towards weight loss. Your body is going to do in the 24 days what it's meant to do. So if you're someone who's athletic and you just want to push yourself in like a race you're a part of, it's a great time to do a 24-day challenge. If weight loss is a goal, then the typical person does lose an average of 8 to 12 pounds in the 24 days, but this is not a quick fix. This is not something that day 24 comes and you're like, yes, I'm done. You do what Ryan says, you maintain that lifestyle, you pick and choose some of your favorite products that help you feel good. Like Whitney says, that 80-20 lifestyle of how we eat, it just really sets you up for long-term goals.
Well, and if you don't have weight to lose, like you said, like some people are athletes, like your sister who is training for a jiu-jitsu competition, but I don't even want to show her pictures. She went from like an amazing beast mode body to an even more amazing ripped beast mode body. But it's incredible. Like you said, your body's going to do what it's designed to do. If you just need to lean out and tone up a little bit, it's going to do that. It's not going to make you drop 10 pounds that you don't have to lose.
Yeah. So it's great, you know, and we want to kind of like end on us each sharing our story. And this AdvoCare is for anybody. Like our husbands use it, our friend. We wanted to gear this mommy mixer just because I think our stories are ones that kind of hit a gamut of different, just different stories that moms might relate to. And we know that it's a message worth sharing with each of you. So all of our stories are very different. And maybe Ryan, since we'll kind of just go
down the line. Okay, yeah. You know, for me, when AdvoCare found us, we didn't know that there was a business opportunity involved. You know, Lauren and I, she kind of found this on the internet. I did it because she did it, and we wanted to lose some mom weight. And, you know, it all started just because we had, you know, our own personal health goals in mind. You know, for me, as I began to see not only that it was effective, but as I learned more about this business side and began to share it with other people, that's when, you know, this started to change for us. And my favorite part about AdvoCare, I mean, in addition to being healthier, going from saying I only run when chased to running 5 half marathons, having my husband be in better shape at 40 than he has been in his entire life, and having our kids be healthy, is the fact that we get to pass on that gift to other moms and our friends. And not just the gift of health, but the gift of more financial security. And for us, you know, we started making, you know, a little bit of money that paid for our supplements, which was great. Then we started making income that was, you know, maybe $1,000 a month as we began to share more intentionally. And by that, I just mean sharing the whole picture of AdvoCare with people. And now it's to the point where I'm looking to replace my income because my real job, my day job, is going to go away soon. And I know that, and I see that end in sight. And I don't want to feel like I can't contribute to our family, or I don't want to feel like I need to go out and find another job. I want to be secure and be contributing to, you know, our household income and feel good about where I am. And I can do that by sharing with other families and by, you know, giving them that same gift that I was given. So I just feel really fortunate and blessed to be, you know, in the company of these ladies, and it's fun too. So. And
she probably won't toot her own horn, but AdvoCare is at a level now that's exceeding your job.
It is.
And it's
covering our mortgage, you know, and that feels good. You know, I've always worked and I've always had a job and contributed to household income. So it really makes me feel good in addition, you know, to being with my kids all day, every day, you know.
Except for right now, this is kind of nice.
It's
We
actually
should, like,
oddly quiet. Other than Chewy barking in the background,
It's a
like
dog.
it's weirdly quiet in here. It's a little scary, but yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? I will be honest. We do have someone helping with our kids right now, but usually it's pretty chaotic. And we want you to know you can do AdvoCare when it's chaotic.
Yes, we make calls regularly with a screaming kid in the background. It just happens. Like,
And,
and it's fine.
and I would say the mom or the friend on the other line is like, oh my gosh, you really are doing this from the cracks of your day, or you're at a soccer game and you're talking to me. So this quietness is not usually the case. We're really enjoying this right now.
Yeah.
And then go ahead, Whit.
Okay. So I started AdvoCare about 2.5 years ago. I was an exhausted mom with 2 little boys. They were like, 1 and 3 at the time. And I just needed some extra energy, and I was still holding on to some baby weight from my second son. So I saw Ryan and Lauren both lose about 25 plus pounds, all thanks to AdvoCare. So they told me about this 24-day challenge, so I decided to try it, and I lost the rest of the weight plus 10 inches, was instantly hooked on Spark. Yeah, and I just felt amazing, learned how to cook and eat clean for me and my family. And then I just went on to maintain the weight loss. Last year I had my 3rd son, and the pregnancy with him, having AdvoCare in my life was so much easier than my 2 pregnancies before. It was like night and day. And then after I had him last September, I did like a modified challenge kind of, because I was still nursing, and I was able to lose the rest of the baby weight. And then kind of getting into like how I got into the business. So I bought my first challenge. I was just a retail customer, and then I think I posted some like food pictures on Instagram, and I hashtagged like Advo friendly. And one of my friends was like, "Oh, what's Advo friendly? Like, what's AdvoCare?" So I told her what it was, and she was like, "Well, I'm gonna try that." So I quickly signed up, and I was kind of in the 2 and 3, enjoying my own discount because I did fall in love with the products. And then I was sharing it just with friends who were interested unintentionally. And then I hung out at number 3. I don't know if you guys can see this for a little bit. And then I did see that there was a business, and it was just something fun that Lauren and Ryan and I were doing together. So I got to level 4, and then now I just share it more intentionally to friends and family. And then last month, it surpassed my part-time income. And then I see this as something that I can do when my kids are all in school. So like right now they're kind of little, but I know when they're in like elementary age school, my husband's gonna look at me and say, "Okay, it's time to go back to work." And I
am working.
I have something that can support us and help financially. So that's kind of what I see for myself in AdvoCare. Love it, where it's going.
Awesome. Go ahead, Miley.
Okay. I've actually known about AdvoCare for a while. I ran cross country in high school, and my cross country coach was a distributor, but I had no idea like what that meant. I just liked Spark, and it made me run fast. And I dabbled in a couple other like performance products in high school, but once I was done with cross country, I kind of stopped. And then after having my son 17 months ago, I was struggling with depression and kind of felt lost, and like I had lost my identity, and I wasn't happy in my job. My job's really stressful, and so I knew I needed to make a change. I just didn't know what. And Whitney, my neighbor or old neighbor and friend, shared multiple times about the challenge.
We stopped
our friend.
No.
And I told them that I shared it with friends.
Yeah. Like Miley repeatedly.
Yeah. No. And so I begged my husband to do it with me, and we did the challenge, and I've never felt better. Like I said before, cutting out coffee, I was able to double my production at work. And then also I got rid of the depression because I felt like I had a purpose again. Unlike Whitney and Brian, I did see a business opportunity from the very beginning, and I've always been passionate about eating right and working out, and so I wanted to give back. I found my purpose, and this is kind of my purpose. My purpose is to help others who struggle with the same things as I do. And so feeling so great and just sharing and, you know, wanting people to feel good like I feel, I started sharing intentionally, and last month I was able to bring in an extra $1,000 for our family, and yeah,
She
amazing.
just started.
I just started 4 months ago.
Bonus, like,
Yeah, I earned my rookie bonus, and you know, it is hard work, but I'm willing to do the hard work because I feel amazing, and I feel amazing helping my friends and family accomplish their goals, and whether it's to lose weight or gain energy or find their purpose like me, you know, and help and them help friends. So it's pretty amazing, not only from the business side, but also the performance side. After having Jordan, I got back into running and working out, and I started like an 8:30 mile, and I've always been really competitive. So after the challenge, I was like, I had these crazy goals. I was gonna, you know, get 6 minutes on the mile. And just last month, I was able to get 5:30 on my mile.
What?
Next
Like,
Olympic
yeah.
champion.
Pushing Jordan in the stroller.
No.
She still laps me when she
super long.
pushes him in the stroller. She like full on laps me. She's like, oh, it's just a 7-minute mile. It's slow today.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then I did the 5K Ladera run, and I got first in my age group. So doing AdvoCare has kind of got that competitive side back in me, and I just love it, and I love sharing it.
Well, and I think you brought up a really important point, is that all of us in this room would do this even if there were not a paid check attached, because it is such a feel-good, amazing thing to be able to help your friends and your family and people you love and care about to reach their goals.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. I love all of your stories and you guys, so thank you for sharing them. And this is like the best part of what we do right here. So we hope you can see that we really are just friends to be with, and that's what brought us all together. And that's what's so great about this, is that's the point of it. You're not selling things to people. You're sharing your story and your heart and with people you care about, and just paying it forward and paying it forward and paying it forward. And it's just such a positive, awesome, amazing community of people. But yeah, I'll just wrap up with our story. You know, I'm from the East Coast originally. As we were talking about, it's hot. We're in SoCal. That's why I moved to Southern California. But I also moved here because I had these big hopes and dreams to be this interior designer living on the West Coast. I went to school for it. Art and design have always been my passion. Came out here, and that's exactly what I did. And had a great career in design, and I actually ended up owning my own interior design business towards the end of all of that. And then in enters Nathan and Shane into my life. My entire world is wrapped up in those two boys, and I tried really hard to hold on to that business as long as I could with my boys, but it was really hard. It got to the point of being unprofessional. Like, I would take my son to like job sites, and like it'd be like a construction site, and I'm like,
the baby hard hat. No.
yeah, no, they used to joke, and I would like, my turning moment was when I was nursing my son in the backseat of my car with like things covering the windows, and there were construction people around me. And I'm like, this is not how you do it, you know? And I had 2 feet in my hands in all these places, and I wasn't being the best business owner, and I wasn't being the best mom because my focus was not where it needed to be. So I made a really, really hard choice, and that was I gave up my career. I figured I'd pick it back up when the boys were in school and give my focus to the kids at home. And gosh, being a full-time stay-at-home mom was not what I ever thought I would want to do. And being there was amazing. I loved being home with them. But I, cut our income in half to do that. So we had to make some really big changes to make that work. And in Southern California, living off one income is almost nearly impossible to do. So it was tight. And I also lost everything that I thought I worked so hard for and knew that was me, you know, design. And don't get me wrong, I love being home with my boys. It's just, I missed it. So I think that's where I put on a lot of weight, because like you were saying, like the depression, like you just get so engulfed in motherhood that you lose so much of who you are. And in doing that, I put on weight. You know, I just ate scraps of peanut butter and jelly and goldfish crackers. I mean, sounds like a well-balanced diet to me. So I had yo-yoed with my weight my whole life. And when I stumbled upon the 2040 challenge on an friend's Instagram account, I thought it'd be like another thing that I tried, and it actually ended up being the thing that honestly has forever changed our lives these last 4 years. Did a challenge. My husband did it too, and in about 4.5 months, we lost 90 pounds together. So he took 60 of those pounds. Let's give him the credit because he worked really hard, Greg. And I lost 30 pounds. But I think, you know, for some of you who might follow me on social media, like, it's propelled a lifestyle change for us. And we had never found anything that taught us a sustainable lifestyle, one that we enjoyed, one that I could see forever in, and knew that my days of yo-yoing and low carbs and juice cleanses and calorie counting, I knew it was gone because of what AdvoCare has taught us. More energy than I've ever had before, but most important, I started to see that I could connect with adults again. You know, if talking to Ryan about something other than poopy diapers. Yeah, we
used to cry. I would call my husband crying because he got to eat a salad with adults at lunch.
Right.
Like,
yes.
that's sad.
Yeah, but honestly, I think
that was my life.
Yes.
I needed adult conversation.
And I think we found something really great in this. And we built this little community online that if you're part of what we do, you get to be a part of it. We swap recipes. Awesome. We support one another. It's just a really positive culture.
Empowering, uplifting.
Yes, and we started to very quickly see that by giving self-worth to others, you start to get some of your own back too. And there's nothing better than a mom who has a full cup to pour back into every single thing that you're doing. And it changed our marriage. It changed how I was parenting. It changed just me. I woke up every morning now with purpose instead of just a to-do list. You know, like I would fill my sheet with like errands to try and be really busy. Get me wrong, my kids keep me very busy, but I wanted like something else in there that I could do. Well, AdvoCare absolutely filled that gap for me. And in just that first year, I only shared products with a few people here and there because I loved it so much. Yeah. And it did actually start to bring in an extra $500 a month, which was incredible because it was paying for my products. And since I was not contributing financially, I would take that in a heartbeat. It made a difference. The second year, it actually, and I'm only saying numbers because we said we would talk about business, but I want you, mom to mom, to really know what this can be. And just that second year alone of getting more intentional with the business side, and all that meant was telling Ryan there was a business side so she could do it with me and help, you know, Whitney and help Miley and start to really help other people reach their financial goals as well. That 500 turned to 5,000 a month just that second year. Last year, it actually matched my husband's corporate income. He is a director at a Fortune 100 company. He's got a good job, great job, but he's gone 60 hours a week. And we were very fear-based in him having all that income and me having nothing because he lost his job. That's it. We had nothing. We had a little bit of savings, and that would be gone in a heartbeat if we had to keep covering our rent on that and our mortgage payments. And now this year, AdvoCare is actually exceeding what he's doing at his corporate job. And I'm home, you know, with the boys. And I'm at every drop-off, every pickup from school, every soccer game, every flag football game. They don't know, I volunteer in their class, they don't know what mom does. They love AdvoCare. And I asked my oldest, I said, do you know what AdvoCare is? And his answer was, I don't know, but it makes my mom happy. And that, to this day, is why we do what we do. Oh my gosh, I did not mean to get emotional, but he gets it, you know? And that's so important to us, and why we will forever pay this company forward to anyone else who needs it, because moms deserve to be the best versions of themselves. Like the lady said, you could take the money part away, but money in our family just means security and more time with our children, less fear in our life, and we want that for everybody we know. So that's why we wanted to do this today. If you have a job that maybe you can't stand and you want something a little bit more with a little extra purpose, I'm not saying quit your job.
No, don't do
but
that.
No, find something, a great community of women who will lift you up and get you through your days a little bit more. That maybe you get home and you get excited to come check what recipes everyone's making for dinner. Maybe you're a stay-at-home mom and like your house is eerily quiet right now because the kids went back to school. You know what? We get it. Like, that's why we have such a great community of women that come together, and we have something else we love doing together. So that's why we want to do a midday mommy mixer, maybe catch some of you at different points of your schedule. But get back with whoever got you on this webinar. And if you have any questions or any interest in learning more, just reach out. There are always great people attached to the end of these products that are willing to help you and get what you want out of it. So thank you guys for coming and sharing your story. Thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, mamas.